Captain Kyle Hoedebecke from Uniformed Services University.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you to all our guests who are here. We got 7 minutes, so let's do this. My name is Kyle Hoedebecke. Work out of Fort Bragg and also associated with Uniformed Services University. We're going to talk to you about Ballant 2.0 ambassadors. Anyone here involved in a Ballant group or has been involved in a Ballant group? Wonderful. So I too was involved in a Ballant group in residency, and we wanted to take this into the international arena. So we went ahead and tried to see if we can do this online, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. I'll show you a little bit of our timeline. So as we can see here, this started about this time last year, and what happened was a group of us on social media, Young Doctors Movement through Polaris, said, hey, we want to see if we can go ahead and take this. There was some interest, and let's do it online. We did a little bit of research. We didn't see anything on Google Scholar or PubMed that had talked about this previously. We got in contact with the International Ballant Federation. They confirmed that, and they were really excited about this idea. So this all started in September, as you can see there. We got all of our young doctor movements involved from all the Wonka regions around the world. And I don't know what's going on with the images on the slide. And okay, there we go. As you can see across the top there, and I don't know if my laser's going to work from here, all 7 of those are the doctors' movements from Polaris all the way across to the Raju Kumar movement. We had this collaboration when we contacted the International Ballant Federation. Dr. Don Neese, who's actually home talent, is here with us today. He's the president of the International Ballant Federation, as well as Albert, who is in charge of the American Ballant Society, and they jumped on board and were really supportive of us and improving and collaborating with this idea. So once we formed our group, we had our 2 Ballant leaders. We went ahead and presented ourselves, since we're all over the world, again, through social media. This is an example of Luis's, our resident from Portugal, his information. We each had a similar picture as well as brief information, and we sent this around to each other as well to the Ballant instructors. So we all learned a little bit more about our background as well as what we wanted to get out of this. So after that, we set up a schedule for each month. We meet monthly, and it's been going on for almost a year now. We took attendance to make sure we had enough people. We usually have approximately 8 to 12 people per Ballant group. And during our meetings, we ran into some issues as far as there being excessive side conversations and noise. So additional rules that helped out were to, if you're not talking, put your speaker on mute. And then we either literally raised our hands during the meeting, or we had a hand-raising function. So a couple months after we had this idea, we went ahead and launched in December of 2014. This is an example, this is just a screenshot of our initial session in December. And you can see all of us there. Very similar to, we use Zoom, which is very similar to Skype if you have used that as well. We went through a couple iterations, and Zoom ended up being the best, had the best quality of sound as well as video for not only here in the US but around the world, because you have to remember these are people all around the world. Additionally, we wanted to ensure that this was a positive experience and we were getting positive outcomes for all those involved. So after getting IRB approved, we went ahead and initiated surveys that started just a couple months ago now. So we're going to be collecting these for a year, and as you can read up there what several of the comments were. So everyone up to date is really enjoying this experience. So the last portion, just want to hit, we still have a couple minutes here. As far as this collaboration goes, it shows that family medicine, not only here locally but on the global level, can have impacts in other parts of healthcare, such as in the Ballant Society. So this idea came from outside the official Ballant chain of command, if you will, but we were able to collaborate to improve both the Ballant system as technology gets better and better, and also improve collaboration as well as its participation globally. As you know, one of the big impeding factors to global health and international collaboration is actually getting there, which is why there are not as many people from overseas here. It's expensive, right? So technology is allowing us to have this international collaboration right at your fingertips in your own house without ever having to leave. For me personally, it's been a wonderful experience because I've been able to work with colleagues all around the world, get their experiences, and they bring in ideas that I myself never would have come up with. One example, I presented a patient, the Portuguese background, and Luis, the gentleman who had his slide up there from Portugal, he was able to give me some insight from the Portuguese standpoint that I as an American had no idea. So I became more culturally aware in my patient care as well. As we are dealing with increased burnout, decreased resiliency, and just a change in our healthcare system, we're focusing more on how we can improve and better our own care and how we can get patients' perspectives and ensure that we have patient-centered care as well. So that's all that I have. Thank you for your time.